Design Elements is an excellent collection of some basic scrapbooking tips and also some more involved ways that you can really do some unique things with your scrapbooking pages. Inside the book, you're going to find 150 scrapbook page ideas, as well as 116 sampler ideas. And we're also going to start out by identifying 10 design elements to really focus on. You'll find a table of contents here that's going to walk you through the different sections you're going to find from tips from our designers, those 10 design elements first off. And then we're going to walk you through sections divided up by essentials, techniques, and lots of different products, as well as some different styles you might use in your scrapbooking. So let's go ahead and get right into our book here. We've started off with a page from each of our designers, and they've walked us through some pages that they have designed. And they're all using the same set of photos, so you're really going to be able to identify the different styles of our different designers here. And they'll tell you a little bit about some techniques that they find very useful and kind of talk about their particular style. So if you really identify with one of those styles, you might follow that artist through the rest of the book. We'll get in next to our 10 design elements. We've identified 10 different points to focus on while you're creating your scrapbook page. 1, focal points. 2, uneven numbers. 3 is visual echoes, and you'll get 10 of those along with the illustrations and descriptions of how to really focus on that and what you're trying to achieve with each technique. And identifying these basic elements is really going to help inspire you when you go to create your own page to think about the different techniques you're using and the different elements that you're combining on your page. We've got here some other essentials, some tips that we've identified as being pretty important tools when you're working with scrapbooking. Here we're working with photos with limited colors, photos with many colors, and it's going to walk you through lots of different things that you might find challenging while you're creating your pages and how our designers have addressed those things. Again, we've got another one here using many photos. You're going to find lots of different ideas and those page designs. Try to highlight most important parts here just so you can get a sample of the variety that you're going to find in this book. We're taking a look now at some of the scrapbooking techniques. This particular technique is pointing images into the page. You're going to see an example of how that's been done and an example here of the wrong way. So you can really compare these and get a feel for what a technique does to a page and adds to it. Again, you're going to have examples from the different designers. You'll have a list of the items that have been used in creating this and some tips for creating the page yourself. You'll have a section full of focus on different products that you can use. And we'll take a look at one of those. This is a section on magic mesh. So you might find some products that you haven't used before, some you've used a lot, and some perhaps like this that you haven't used in a while. And this is going to kind of give you a refresher on how to use these different products and give you some new ideas and inspiration for how you might add them to your page. Now, in each of these product sections, you're going to find those page examples. You've got, in this case, 4 different examples of different pages using the mesh. And then if you open out this page here, it folds out from the middle, you're going to find inside a whole section of sampler ideas, because we just couldn't stop with those pages. We had lots of ideas of how you could use these things and wanted to share them all with you. So we've got these samplers, which are basically starts that you could add to any project you're working on with some really unique ideas for using that particular product. So lots of ideas in here, and you're going to find lots of different products covered in this section as well. Here's a section on slide mounts. Again, it's going to give you the basics on how to use the product. So here we've got instructions on covering a slide mount. You're going to find the project with the description of how to complete it. On the side here, we've listed some design elements that have been used in the page layout. So identifying, again, those elements that we talked about earlier in the book and how they've been used on this particular spread. Over here, you'll find some descriptions of the product itself. You can see the different kinds of slide mounts that are available to use. And then again, inside, you're going to find that sampler section, which is just full of unique ideas and lots of creative starts for you. Taking a look at a couple other projects doing with our different products. We've got templates here, vellum, and some really unique things going on again. Here we've cut out around a photo, and we've talked about some different design elements that are going on. And you've got another set of those samplers. So you're really going to find a lot in this book. Those fold-out pages really add to that. And then in the back of the book, you're going to find some design elements dealing with different styles. So we've got some tips on doing vintage layouts, working with either vintage photos or capturing that vintage feel, retro. So each of the designers is offering a different style, and then we've also got these sort of classic styles that are being covered in the back. So really lots of different ideas in this book. You've got those, again, 150 page ideas, 116 sampler ideas, and those 10 design elements guiding you throughout the book and guiding you through making your own projects.